All right, here we go. This is a ranked, I believe ranked. Did he say ranked? It is ranked. Yes, it is a ranked game on Twin Peaks between the blue player on the left side, Happy Death, in the Black Ops Lexi Striker. Lexi Striker not so popular nowadays because the stats have been lessened to lessen the, I guess, well, you know, the more dramatic the stats are, like the more potential for exploitation and breaking they have. So that's kind of the logic there, roughly, if you want to have a quick 2-second explanation. And his opponent, the Carbon player on the right side, it is Atyla in the Medic Samson Osprey. Samson Osprey, always a really popular combination because the Osprey doesn't really fire too much. It does have this armor upgrade that kind of makes up for the damage resistance negative. And Atyla actually going for top instead of bottom. Happy Death going with a couple SAMs to do a little bit of initial 4 damage. Has a leveler build. Forgot to mention that while he was doing the opening pregame builds. But going with a couple of SAM drops to do a little bit of distract, forcing Atyla to lift off there just by firing on Atyla. And that last SAM is still alive, doing actually a pretty decent amount of damage. Atyla still advancing toward that top outpost from this from his close with a ton of Longhorns, and the SAM's still there. Happy Death still firing out, has actually been able to get like a 10% on Atyla's fort health just by dropping the 3 SAMs and supporting with his own mech. And Happy Death setting off the neutral light mine, which actually did a little bit of damage on all the units, all of Atyla's units in that area. Happy Death still producing. What is he doing? He's actually producing a ton of SAMs. Might just go for that. And he did set off these light mines on the way here. Might want to get this one too, but either way, he's going to do a lot of damage if Atyla does not realize that, and does not have any bombs, does not have any AoE, so those SAMs might be a little bit difficult for Atyla to handle because there's nothing that Atyla actually has to check these SAMs, which is kind of funny. So yeah, and Fisher Span really strong if you don't actually have a counter, not necessarily the kind of thing that I want in the game, but it's true for now. And Happy Death with this huge SAM push might be able to get a lot done. And Atyla has not scouted this quite yet, just reinforcing his own stuff, finishing off the rest of the neutrals, and Happy Death keeping him distracted by doing a SAM drop there at that close outpost. And now Atyla does see it, gonna try to kill whatever he can, but those SAMs with the heat-seeking missiles, or at least the lock-on missiles. What is Happy Death doing? Just doing more fort drops. With a Gemini this time, and now Happy Death with a Gemini over here as well. Lots of the SAMs have been pretty much all finished off by the neutrals over there, so Happy Death has not been able to get that much done. Or did they redirect? No, they start. I forget exactly what happens, but you know, I would encourage all players to just draw paths all the way to where they need to go, just in case they hit that problem. Atyla just trying to harass some levelers right now, did not get any finished off, and did almost getting killed. Well, not that close, but you know, if he lingered a little bit longer, Happy Death would have been able to get everything finished off there, or would have been able to finish off Atyla. Now going for bottom, Atyla at top, not advancing from top. Happy Death with a small defense over here. Not really, very little defense. Atyla has not scouted, has not decided to leapfrog anything forward. Does he have any? Yeah, has honeypots in his loadout. So he could. Happy Death getting finished off. A little bit of an overextension there. And taking a little bit of damage from those flackers and the Longhorn as well. Lexi OP, Happy Death saying, and Atyla might be able to get this area neutralized over here. And Happy Death only has a single Gemini down here. There is not much progression that Happy Death has done in this game at all. Could have had a little bit of potential with all of those SAMs, but now Atyla with a ton of Longhorn over here. Happy Death trying to kill whatever, or not trying to kill, but trying to focus Atyla out of the area. But now Atyla with that Osprey going to be able to keep a lot alive. No honeypots down in the area, no honeypots down at all. I would expect at least one. Just a single honeypot will do a world of difference. And Atyla actually now forced to pull back just a little bit because he did split his attention, brought a couple of Longhorn down here. And Happy Death just pouring on the damage with his own striker, and all those SAMs coming out on auto deploy are going to, chip away slowly at everything that Atyla has over here. Again, would like to see just a single honeypot from Atyla to be able to sustain there in that area. Normal balanced build, and Happy Death now reallocating, needs to get that outpost back, but does not have all 4 infantry. Drops the honeypot behind the Gemini over there, taking it back under his control. Atyla pulling back. I don't know if Atyla really needed to do that. Honestly, a push from here might actually do wonders all the way up here and down here, even though the path is a little bit windy. Happy Death has not much to reinforce with, and Atyla pulling back with tons of units. I'm a little surprised to see why not just do a large leapfrog ferry back to get more presence in that area. But now Happy Death taking this outpost under his control, probably will lose it pretty soon because there are all these neutrals down here, focusing it down. The Twin Peaks meta opening has changed because neutrals are not damageable. during pregame. Damageable is not a word, but I'm going to say it anyway because I guess it's probably used enough in gaming that I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it like I mean it. Happy Death now having his bottom outpost under control. Atyla just content with holding here with a butt ton of units. There is not much here that Happy Death has defending with, and Atyla could actually probably push all his units and split his attention between this bottom and would probably be fine. 24 to 43 difference. That's a humongous difference. It's just a gigantic difference. Atyla doing a quick scout and probably still not going to decide to push out, right? Yeah, not going to decide to push out. Happy Death continuing with those SAM drops. And actually has been able to bring Atyla down to about 80% health, give or take. Let's see, what level is he? Already level 8, does have that missiles ability. Not put anything into sword. Probably put 3 points into experience. Now putting 1 into sword, and probably put the rest of them into this armor ability. Atyla now taking the bottom outpost under his control. Max upkeep of 67 on Atyla's side versus the 50 on Happy Death's side. Having that top outpost is pretty huge. However, there's definitely more than a 17-unit difference sitting right here for Atyla. So Happy Death, if he can actually just force Atyla to focus on the bottom fight, and Happy Death has a ton of SAMs over here, he might be saving them up for an eventual push out and try to synchronize those SAMs pushing in with the Gemini, if he decides to push out that way. However, Atyla with the Longhorn, yeah, man, the Gemini versus Longhorn, like Happy Death is way behind in terms of, I guess, in terms of just the straight up tank choice, because if we go straight up tank versus tank, Gemini definitely do have a disadvantage over the Longhorn. Let's see, and Happy Death has not brought like Jackals or anything to, I guess, what you would consider a counter to the Longhorn. And right now Atyla holding very easily. Okay, artillery firing in, but 2 honeypots. Will that be enough? These already... Oh, okay. I was about to say, oh man, I saw lines moving into each other on the bottom, but those were just creeps. Atyla holding line very easily down here, and Happy Death with enough, so Atyla will be hesitant to push out. Nothing on the socket out here. I would like to see like the honeypot go down, but yeah, no one can really push on each other on the bottom unless you could have a really, really good distraction on top. But Happy Death with the 3 Arties down, or actually, those are 3 Archies. And we'll be able to, I don't know if that's enough for now. It is actually doing pretty good, forcing Atyla to stay up here. The 2 honeypots are keeping up, and Atyla himself just healing up. And, oh man, really low in health, and Atyla getting finished off by Happy Death. Level 9 Striker versus a level 7 Osprey has put, I cannot see how many points into the armor ability because the spectator does not show that. It doesn't show it all the time. For some reason it does sometimes. I don't really get it. I think maybe in live games it does, but in replays it doesn't. I don't know, go figure, right? But Happy Death, let's see, where are all those SAMs, man? He has, let's see, how many? 13 SAMs out on the field. He has 4, no, oh, now he's pushing out with them? No, he's putting them in a mix over here. Ooh, accidentally sets off that light mine and gets his SAM killed. But Atyla now back at the fight. Actually did leapfrog or ferry a couple of Longhorn over here, but not supporting it very well. You know, the 1 healing unit, very, very valuable. And then just continue to leapfrog. Just really need to commit. But honestly, right now, there's probably too many units over here for Happy Death for Atyla to do that leapfrog move. Might want to start out a little bit further out and slowly creep toward. But Happy Death still trying to get that focus on Happy Death. Was worked really well the first time. Probably will be able to get it a second time if Atyla does not keep his eye on his health. But Happy Death again with the SAM drops. Gonna go straight to the fort, right? Yeah, straight for the fort corner. Oh, but blocked by Longhorn. Oh, not blocked on the second corner. Oh, but just drops them with spacebar instead of Y. And brings them back. Does not want to lose them. Does a little bit of damage. Atyla already responded. Oh, might be able to get this honeypot finished off. Wow, lots of damage from those SAMs. Those SAMs, none of them are actually dead yet. All 4 have been able to survive. Atyla is not going back. He's not responding to top yet. Happy Death will get this outpost neutralized and bringing back all 4 SAMs. Oh, man. Oh, and just going back for, oh, man. Hilarious. Going... realize, hey, I was not bothered this entire time. Atyla has not responded, and he can just do more and more fort damage. Has Atyla at almost 50% health. Atyla forced to go back, and leaving his Longhorn alone. And, okay, they are taking a pretty significant amount of damage here. Happy Death retreating those 3 SAMs, and, you know, obviously after the defense goes down, and just decided to put him here to cause a little bit of problem. I don't know. That was probably not... Yeah, that was probably not a great choice. But Happy Death now pulling back. Did lose a little bit of units, but it's not a huge deal. I think, man, Happy Death slowly chipping away at Atyla's fort health. Might be able to get this finished off just from drops, which would be ridiculous. Not unheard of on Twin Peaks, obviously, especially because but it's especially impressive because Twin Peaks, only the front of the forts are exposed. You can't drop all around, so it's pretty easy to not necessarily turtle up, but defend all sides where, you know, fort health or fort drops won't be as threatening as they could be as opposed to maps like Salt or Thar or Crater. However, the big differences on Thar and Crater would be the map size. So yeah, which is why it's a little bit more common to see on Twin Peaks. And Atyla healing up all of his units there with the Heal Nova ability. Does have it at level, I'm guessing level 1. I don't know if you get another. I think the upgrades unlock at level 7, 9, and 12, if I remember. Oh, but Happy Death with plenty of SAMs. Oh man, will the light mine go off? Yes, 2 of them do get killed, but Happy Death with enough distraction units over here. Oh man, and everything over here from Atyla is going to get finished off. Has no AoE. An outpost is going to go down to neutral, and Atyla forced to bring units behind those Longhorn, or sorry, behind this outpost, and the SAMs are going to be able to get everything else over here finished off. Atyla losing the bottom outpost. Man, I just got to stop ranting, got to start paying attention to the game, because I did not notice Happy Death pushing out those units there. And has been able to take both bottom outposts away from Atyla, and gonna continue with fort drops. Oh man, but there's plenty defending over there, so not gonna be able to do that. And Atyla refocusing his efforts onto, oh, did decide to push out, actually. Pushing out on top. Does Happy Death see that? He probably realizes it because all those units are actually gone right now. And let's see, what's over here defending for Happy Death? It's just 3 Gemini, actually. Oh, and tons of SAM, so Happy Death might be able to get this defended pretty easily here. Oh, but, Atyla doing the leapfrog move to do the fort attack. Oh, actually, Happy Death realized that was actually going to happen. And with that sword, might be able to get this defense and might be able to successfully defend against this. Oh man, what happened here? Just creeps, I guess. But either way, Atyla with tons of units over here, but probably not going to be enough. Oh man, that Heal Nova, just dropping heal after heal after heal, will be able to offensively use that very, very well. Lots of SAMs here, but Atyla not, oh man, that's a lot of micro by Happy Death. Happy Death doing really, really good job defending against this. Nothing blocking, but probably because he can't afford it. If he actually gets this, oh man, yeah, okay, so he would probably would have gotten a lot of his units killed if they were dropped in defensive positions, in block positions, and now Atyla pushing out from his back, from his close outpost. Nothing really down here for Happy Death, so this might work out really, really well for Atyla if Atyla, if Happy Death doesn't notice it. Happy Death now going to the top outpost. SAM spam is real. Oh man, maybe we gotta do something about that now. But Atyla gonna easily be able to take this bottom area under his control. Let's see if Happy Death notices. No, but he will be able to get the top now under his control. So an entire map swing right here, where Atyla had the top, and Atyla had the top, and Happy Death had the bottom. Atyla now will almost definitely be able to grab bottom. Happy Death does scout it, but there's not enough here for him to really, yeah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. There's tons of tanks over here. The SAMs aren't gonna be able to do it for Happy Death, and yeah. Okay, hold on here. All right, so yeah, the SAMs are not going to be able to do it for Happy Death. There's way too many Longhorn over here. So what does Happy Death decide to do? He is going to defend over here. He is going to defend. Okay, pointing that Archie in. Atyla not oh man, he just abandoned bottom. Just completely abandoned bottom to switch to top. And I don't know if that was the greatest move ever, because this artillery will eventually kill everything over here. The inaccuracy is not that great, but oh man, Happy Death actually pushed. Oh god, I'm so bad at this, guys. I'm sorry, I have not I haven't been casting in a while, but I did miss that push. Happy Death with lots of units over here. It's 44 to 43. Happy Death has actually been able to even it out. Atyla realizes he's going to lose everything, so decides to ferry some over for the fort attack, but Happy Death has plenty to defend over here. And now Atyla, the only hope he has left is this top outpost. Probably will be able to get it because Happy Death has nothing over here. Did decide to bring a lot of those units over here for defense on this side, and pushing down over here, I guess. Atyla has enough over here at the bottom right to stop Happy Death from pushing in easily. Oh, and Happy Death killing all those creeps. So now, what does Atyla do? But the fort health really low on Happy Death's side. That's why he has so many defensive Gemini over here. I'm surprised it's not walled off as much as that you would expect to see it, because his health is so low. Because Atyla might be able to just finish this off by dropping. And there's always the option of going here and doing the exact same move over here and focusing everything on the corner. Although he does have Longhorn, if he had Gemini, the corner attack would be much more devastating. But because he does have that Longhorn, it might take a little bit longer. Yeah, honestly, looking at Happy Death's fort health right now, if Atyla had Gemini and did that move, Happy Death might be dead right now. This game might be over already. But Happy Death sniping that Longhorn down there on the ground. on the ground. I say on the ground as if there's airborne Longhorn. But yeah, I mean, what I kind of meant was using the missiles on the ground rather than in the air. I guess is kind of what popped into my head. Did not convey that verbally, though. Did not get that out verbally properly. But Atyla, oh, does he have the frost aura? Man, see, auras, those are new to me because I didn't really get to see them too much before I took a small hiatus from AirMech. But yeah, happydeath pushing in now to bottom. Atyla's gotta take top and gotta do some drops. Gotta take top and do some drops. No, just going defensive here. He's so close to victory, and happydeath with 4 creeps might be able to take this outpost under his control briefly. Yes, he does, actually. I mean, not that it's going to be huge, but now with plenty of Gemini, does Atyla have enough over here to defend? No, it's a single T99. He has a second T99 if he decides to reallocate it, but does not realize happydeath is pushing out right now. And why would he? He has nothing down there. He can't see. He can't see those units moving out, but this is it. This is the end of the game. That is way too many Gemini, and Atyla has his units way all over the map. And, oh, well, actually, these might be able to do a little bit of damage, but no. Oh, I don't know. It's possible for Atyla to get this defense off. Does not see that, but happydeath, okay, that's it. Gemini, and happydeath's going to be able to get a little bit on the corner, and that's it. There is nothing that Atyla can do here. Wow, what a great comeback from happydeath. Keeping hope alive with all of those SAMs, and that's it. happydeath taking this ranked 1v1 on Twin Peaks over Atyla. Wow. SAMs are real, man. That is, yeah. Whoo. That was pretty impressive. You know what? Atyla had plenty of units there when he grabbed top. Could have won. And happydeath was like at one point that that it was a pretty large window. happydeath had a lot of units and then didn't have them because Atyla killed a lot of them, invested a lot of his money into SAMs, and at that point, if Atyla just, I think, I mean, I'm not gonna, but I feel like if Atyla just leapfrogged more aggressively up with all those units, and properly leapfrogged up, covering his units that took damage with the next set of fresh units, just leapfrogging 101, he would have been able to prevent happydeath from taking that out or keeping that close outpost. And after that, he just really played it. I don't know if he played it too safe. That's the right way to put it, but he just kind of sat there at top, sat there at bottom. happydeath was able to overwhelm with a lot of, and really great harassing by happydeath that entire game. Lexi OP. Not really, just fun to say. Anyway, guys, stay tuned for the next game because this is going to be a 2-part series, or a 2-game series.